What's up, everybody? Hi! Ah! Today, I thought it would be cool. I just wanted to do a little nail therapy sesh with some fall acrylic nails. We're going to get out of the comfort zone today. And, you know me, I kind of pull a little bit of everything. So, yeah. That's what we're doing. And so, come hang out with me. You know, if you're new here, hi, my name is Sugar, and I love to do everything nails. But today, we're just having a little nail therapy sesh. So the colors that we made in the previous mix-a-lot, which are this deep red, this pink, the purple, and this tan color, I figured we would do a set with those because those are typical colors that you normally don't see together. And so I pulled a bunch of different things. I want to use like the, what is that called? Rose gold, coppery type tones, I guess. So I got these and all of that goodness. So I also pulled a bunch of different colors that would go with these colors. So we'll see how far we get. But I really want to do the acrylic type era. I just want to play with some acrylic, y'all. So that's what we're going to set you guys up here. And we're going to go from there. So you will have to let me know how it goes. Let's hope YouTube puts me out there. Alright. We're going to be using Becky with the no hair today, again. These are 5XL nail tips, but I ended up just cutting them down to about like a 3XL. That way we could still play, but it's not going to be too much. So, yeah, we're just going to do this. So I pulled a bunch of these. So these are rhinestones. I don't know. I just pulled. We're going to make sure everything is off, though. Excuse me. And if you haven't seen the live that I did previously, yeah, you have to go check that out on my bestie's channel. Alright, so we have glitters. We have a pink glitter. This is a hollow reflective. We have a red, because we're probably going to do a marble. Because I like doing marbles. But I picked these colors to go with the shimmer colors. So we're going to shake these up. What up, everybody? If you're here watching, chat. Put something in the chat. We're going to be doing some acrylic nail therapy, y'all. So, here is the red. Now, it's a little bit different on camera. It's not going to look the exact same. But I made these in a previous live, so just shaking them up to get a good, you know. But we're going to do, this is like a lighter pink. So we're going to do that. And I have glitters to match the shimmers. And we have purple, red, pink, and like a tan color. Now, this is a darker purple once it gets in there. We also have the glitter to go with the purple, which is a beautimous glitter. Alright, so we also have this tan here, which is what I used for the set that I just did. And it's very beautiful, but it's hard to see on camera. So, we're going to do marble, possibly, maybe. I got some white, and then I do have some of this, too. So, if you like acrylic nails, or if you just like watching it, this is just a beautiful, different type of iridescent that really goes well with colors. And then we have a white. This white glows, so I don't know if I'm going to use that one, but we also have this beauty, which is really pretty. Matches the tan. So each one has a matching glitter, per se. Now this one right here is my all-time favorite. I made this. I made every single one of these colors. So I'm going to shake this guy up, though. This one's like a pinky mauve nude. So come hang out with me. Let's do some nails. And we're going to do pink, purple, that type of red color with tan and see what we can come up with a little bit of white and some mauve. So this is the mauve color. It's hard to see on camera. Woo, look at all these colors, y'all. Holy crap. But I like to get out of my comfort zone, so that's what we're doing today. Getting out of the comfort zone, having a little nail sesh therapy with SUGA. So this actually glows. So I'm not quite sure if I want to use it yet, but we'll get there. And then the clear, I'm going to use Nail Mate from Glitter Planet for the clear. Alright, I am using Young Nails monomer. This one is a beautiful, like, silver holographic. I don't know if we're going to need it because we have so many different colors here, but I'll just keep it out so we can, you know. And then I pulled a little bit of flowers because even though it's fall, I was thinking about using some of these pink pieces in here. I don't know how good they're going to be, but what's the brand for these? They're mine. I made them. So we will take this off, see if we can kind of get these out. Hi, Cordy babes. Hi, Erica. How are you? Thanks for joining. Ooh. All right. I'm going to kind of pick out some of these so that way we can... It's a lot of colors, but don't fret, guys. Don't fret, okay? Because it's pretty easy once you get started, okay? I am going to just pick out, like, a flower or two. I don't have any, like, fall flowers, so I figured maybe if we just added a few, these little tiny ones, maybe they would look cool with the marble. I don't know. Don't know. How are you guys? So I figured I'd take some of these little, these are paper, these are little paper flowers that I thought would probably transition pretty well with the colors. I'm not really sure, but we'll just try them, guys. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But the colors is what I want to get out of the comfort zone with. And we're probably going to do some 3D flowers with these colors too. Or maybe just one color. I'm not really sure at this moment, but I thought these leaves would be cute since they are like leaves, so I can basically use those as like the fall leaves, you know? Unfortunately, I don't... Oh, there's one. It's hard to... I definitely need to get some actual, like... Oh, hell. Since I don't have any leaves, I figured these ones would be better. Oh, well. I don't know where that other one went, but we'll just grab that guy. Apparently, we only have one of those. Oh, there's one. Ah! Okay, we got two. We could use that in the accent nail, I guess. Well, thanks to all 5 of you for being in here. Here is the hand that we're going to be using. 3XL. They were 5XL, but I cut them down. I have this little guy. Alrighty. Let's see. What do we want to do first, guys? What do we want to do first? Is anybody else in the... Hi, Kenzie. Yay! Thanks, love. I want to try and marble them all on one nail. So I think what I'm going to do for at least the middle one, we'll do all the colors. We'll do all the colors. Hi, Zen Escape. How are you? We'll do all the colors, guys. Okay? So I'm going to use my number 12, which is kind of like a number 10. Honestly, I'm going to clean my brush out before I even do anything. How is everybody? Hi. What's up? Well, you're welcome. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. I am using Young Nails monomer. And I did make all of these colors, guys. Just so you guys know, except for the clear. The clear is not mine. So, let me set these up so that way they're kind of in the realm of their colors here. And we'll pick through them. So, let's go through and let's do the middle one first. I'm going to add that. Kind of makes it sticky for us. Can you guys see okay? Does it look good? Let me know. Is it too bright? Alright, what's that look like? Let me know. If it's too bright, let me know, okay? Hopefully it's just fine. I can't tell. Okay. So we're going to go ahead, and this is going to be our background. So we're going to layer this background. For a beginner, what size brush do you recommend? Well, not all brushes are created equal, but if you're just starting out, I would start with an 8, a size 8, and then work your way up, if that makes sense. That way, you're not going with such a big brush that you can't control the product. Because you want to be able to still control the product. And if you use too big of a brush, that means the bigger the brush, the more monomer that it hosts in the brush. So you're not going to be able to get your like powder to liquid ratio just right. I mean, I'm still working on that myself. So I tend to go with the thinner brushes, but you got, yeah, that 10's fine. Yeah, I recommend an 8 to anybody who's never done it, but a size 10 can also be quite nice as well. I mean, I started with a 10, so okay, I'm trying to think here. I think what I'm going to do is add some of this white on the background to kind of pull out these colors. So we're going to take this white and we're going to do us a white background. And how I'm going to do this is we're going to do it very thin, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to brush this all the way down really lightly. You don't need a lot. This is just to kind of cover that clear background, if that makes sense. And we're going to do it really wet, so that way we're just covering that background very lightly, since we are going to be putting so many colors on here. So really it doesn't matter. Just make sure you cover it the best that you can, guys. And make sure your sides are tucked in always, okay? So I'm going to take most of the monomer out of my brush, but not quite. Let that dry a little bit. We're going to go... And I'm literally painting this on because I want it as thin as possible. Does that make sense? Typically don't do this, but this is just for background purposes, okay? See that? You don't want it to be super thick, guys, okay? Your structure is what you're going to build with your clear, not your colors, okay? Does that make sense? So when we get to the cuticle bead, same thing. Going to take just a tad bit of my white here. And I'm going to push it up. We're going to pull that color up, and then we're going to pull it down. The more you layer, the more you're going to see, if that makes sense. But this is the nail bed, so it's always going to look a little bit brighter on the nail bed anyway. Get that excess off. Sometimes I'll get it up inside here like that, but it's okay. It's just a hand, but just for your sake, make sure you always get it off of your skin, guys, okay? All this is going to be covered, so we're not really going to worry. Hi, Alice! Still going to stay on the live, but I'm going to be... No worries. Do your homework, babe. You like this one right here? These two? Or this one? It looks like it's a gold, however, it's not. Alright, so let's see here. What do we want to start with? Let's start with an actual, like, color. So I'm going to do this Alright, so I'm going to do this a little bit on the wet side, guys, but not too wet. You don't want it to be, like, super runny, right? So we're going to take our darkest colors. And you don't want a lot. I'm going to set this down. See how dark that is? And we're just going to kind of bring our brush down and just kind of move it. If you need to take excess off, you can. But I tend to flatten mine out because I want a nice flat nail bed. And then you can kind of draw through it too if you want, just to kind of give it a really cool. And we're just going to pat that down a little bit. Still going to be a marble, but not going to be as high on the nail. And we want to keep our sides in as much as possible. Okay, so let's take this guy. Same thing with the red. And you just kind of run your brush through it, guys. And give it exactly what you want. If it's too warm, it'll dry really fast. So you want to keep that in mind. And then I'm going to kind of bring this down a little bit so it fades down. The whole point of a marble is to keep it simple, but fun. So once we get our colors on here, let's take this. You don't want to go through it too much. You still want that marble in there. We're going to bring it to the side. It's going to look super different, but if it's just the background, I'm going to pat it down just a little bit so we don't have a bunch of let's see. Let's grab some of this red here. And we'll make our own little glitter. Now that's going to give you your nice glitter effect that you want. Now we're going to go in with a little bit of this white here. And we're just going to lightly pull that up like so. Clean the brush off every time. Let's take a little bit of this purple here. And we're just going to lightly float that in to that white. So you can do it many different ways, okay? So I'm showing you quite a bit of different ways that you guys can do this. I'm going to add a little bit of this purple. If you want it smaller, kind of take your brush, pull it off the nail. So really you guys can do this at any point. Like, let's add a little bit more of this guy here. Let's add some of this pink. That pink goes really beautiful with that color. And then we're going to take our brush and kind of fly through. And make little lines through it. You can kind of take the end and kind of brush it this way. So that way you fill the whole nail up, right? Like I said, this is a different type of fall set, but I figured if this is our background, it's going to look really cool. What do you guys think? Can you see okay? Okay, love, no worries. Yeah. It's like a lilac, yes. So let's add a little bit more. We got the red and the tan. So let's add some of this deep red, just a hair in this corner here, just to kind of give us a little red moment on the corner. Okay. And then you can also add sparkles there too if you guys want. But the sparkles really make it pop, you guys. It truly makes it pop. So I think what I'm going to do is let's add some white here. Now I'm going to take this guy and just drag it. And just kind of make my own little wave here. Like I said, you want to always get to the side of the nail. But it can be messy too, because that's the whole point of... So I'm going to take this guy and go right over that just a little bit. And then we're going to take almost like... I think we're going to do pink on the top. I'm going to go with this pink. And then I'm going to take this beautiful pink glitter. And we're just going to float that up to the cuticle. And not on the cuticle. Okay, just up to the cuticle. And then we're going to take it. And we're going to pull it to the side really gently. Take that excess off, pull down, and just pat into place, okay? Pat real gently. You don't want to pat too much, guys, okay? Because you will take it off the nail inevitably. So let's pull this guy over a little bit more with the glitter. Anything goes, guys, okay? Anybody can do this. Look at this. Anybody can do this. And if you want a particular type of color running through these veins that we have here, you can also do that as well. So like if this is too big of a spot that you feel like is, oh, there's so much purple there, take your brush, right? Just dip it in your monomer, and we're going to take a little bit of that out. And you can take another color and spread it on top if you want. Or maybe another color. So let's kind of take, let's take this purple glitter. Just a little bit of this purple glitter. And let's kind of run it along this little edge here. Just a little bit. Take any excess that you don't want on there off, okay? Make it a little messy. Because it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a marble, guys. And then you're going to kind of just pat it in. But you don't want to pat it in too much, right? So you see that, you want to make sure you still see that marble underneath, if that makes sense. See how we go all the way to the edge here? Going to the edge is what is going to allow you to have a full nail. Unless you want something clear in there. If you want the clear spots in there, that's fine. But I think that's going to look cool for just like a really cool background transition. You know what I mean? So there's that now. Wait, what? I was just trying to go live and it said you have to reach... Yes, you can't just go live. You have to reach your 50 subs and then you have to wait 24 hours to be able to go live. Shout out to the 8 of you. I appreciate it. I-10, what is sad? That's okay, you'll get there, love. Alright, there it is. Now, has anybody played with acrylic? What do we want to do for this nail? We want to just use one color. We want to do a glitter fade. What do we want to do? Because we could always do like we could go glitter here and put a color up here and fade that down over. Or we could do a nude with a glitter fade up it. What do you think? Let's do a nude nail. And then we can do a beautiful glitter fade. How about that? So I'm going to take this guy. And I'm going to get him to the edge. And then I'm going to wipe down real lightly. Like I said, we don't need it to be super thick. That's okay. You will get there, love. Okay? We appreciate you being here. I'm going to do a complete glitter nude. I'm going to pull it up. Blend that into the next bead. Really lightly here. Kind of hold it down so gravity takes that bead. Push it to the center. Clean your brush. And then we're going to pull. This is just a background. So remember that, guys. This is not a structural bead. This is just your background color. We're going to put it right where that bead ended. We'll stick the other bead right there. Okay. Then we're going to bring it up. We're going to melt it into the bead previous. And you want to make sure you keep your sides in. And then I'm going to pull down. I'm going to pull down lightly without pulling all that product off the nail. That is such a beautiful color. Gosh. I made all of these colors on live, so I have a playlist of all of these colors that I've made. Thanks so much for coming, everybody. I appreciate you coming for the nail therapy sesh. Okay, same thing. Pull up really lightly. Melt it into the next bead. Clean the back. Hold your hand down. And then we're going to pat it in. And then I'm just going to lightly pull that down the nail. Like so. Now when you do this, you get faster and faster inevitably as you go. So keep that in mind, everybody. See how I'm cleaning my brush, though? That's the key. You gotta keep cleaning your brush. Your brush will always have to stay wet. Now we have a little area here, so I'm going to take this guy real lightly. spread him to the sides, just like so. Pull him up. Blend him in. And then I'm going to take... And then I'm going to pull the excess off. Just like that. I'm going to make sure pat those sides in as well. And that way, it's completely nice, flush, and leveled out. So when you go to put any other color or whatever glitter you're about to put on, it's not super thick. Okay, so I'm going to go up to the top just a little bit. Oh, we need a little bit more. Take a little bit of that monomer out. Okay, what's left in our brush, we're going to go ahead and just like this, bring it to the side. And then we're going to bring that excess up into the cuticle area. Like so, real lightly. And then pat it all the way to the side. And then we're going to melt that and bring it down. Just like that. And there you go. Make sure your sides are nice and level too. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so bear with me, guys. But if you're new, I never used to be able to get a cuticle bead, and I don't know, somehow I finally was able to get it. There she is. That's what she looks like. That is our background, guys. Beautiful color, isn't she? Oh, thank you. Thanks, Alice. I love that color. I almost want to keep it like that because the glitter on it, once I turn, like if I turn this off, look at the reflective in there. It's going to be hard to see, but yeah, that is the reflective, everybody. But now we're going to go ahead and let's add a little bit of glitter to this one, shall we? I'm going to wet the nail. Look, I still missed the corner right there. That's alright. We're going to take most out of my brush. I'm going to do the corner of my brush here. Like so. I'm just going to lightly pat that in. Pat it over. There we go. There is our side. Now she's even. Now, what kind of colors do we want to put? Do we want to do a glitter fade, or we want to leave this one as is? Thanks, Cordy Love. I don't know. I don't think anybody's getting my stuff, but... Aw, Kenzie, we love you, girl. Keep your head up, babe. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Make sure you like and subscribe, because it helps so much. Alright, we're going to flip that over, because we don't want to keep putting our brush in the same spot, right? You want to make sure you clean your brush as much as possible, guys. We could do 2 nude nails. Right? We could do this one a nude. We could leave this one nude. And then we can do this one the glitter fade. What do you guys think? You want to do a clear? You want to do a glitter fade up here? Bring the glitter down and leave this clear? Or do you want to just do another nude nail here? You want to do ombre? What do you think? Excuse me. Now, anything that you're going to use, that you're going to put on top of it, you're going to do after you get the background done. Okay. Now, what glitter do we want to use? What glitter do you like the most? The pink, the purple, the red? We could do a triple glitter fade. So, do we want the glitter to come down from here or come up the bottom? Or do we want to make this clear? I'm going to let you guys choose. So do we want a clear background? There's a lag on my other phone, so let me know, y'all. Let me know. We said glitter fade, so we can probably do all of the glitters together. And then this one we could probably do a marble. Another marble. Yeah, but do we want this to be clear? Hi, Ray. How are you? Welcome. Glitter pink. Okay. Do we want to keep this part clear, though? Or do we want to just go all the way? Alright, we'll keep it clear. Alrighty, ditty. The pink? You want to do just pink? Okay, we'll do just pink. Let me see. Let me see what the colors look like together. Let's see. Let's do this. Okay. I'm going to set this down here. What do you guys think? Those colors aren't bad, though. We could do almost a... We'll do a multicolored glitter fade. That would be fun. All together and nude. Oh, that's pretty. Oh. I picked the wrong one. Oops. I picked the more yellowy toned one. Oh well, gives it a good color, I guess. Lots of glitter. Once we get that top coat on this and that clear, oh baby. Alright, let's see if I can pull this off. We're gonna do clear. Yes, all together. And nude. Oh, you want it to be nude? Okay. Let's make a poll. Nude background or clear background? You guys choose. I'm gonna make a poll. Hi, Dragon Claws. How are you, my lovely? Nude, base, or clear? How are you, darling? All right, poll started. Make sure you guys take the poll. This whether the background's gonna be nude or clear. Make sure you take the poll. Take the poll. Ooh, we got nude. 50% nude. Ooh, I've been wanting her gels for so freaking long. Oh my gosh. Especially her, the sculpting gels. Ooh, I want them so bad. I'm so excited. Oh shit. We got a clear background. 75%, 80% clear. Woo! Let's go, baby. We're going to try all the colors together. So we have red glitter, pink glitter, purple, and then we have like the nudie type glitter brown. So I wonder what that silver would look like. Because I also have this glitter too. Look at that. We have this beautiful glitter, and then we also have a nice beautiful silver. Look at that. Wow. You're okay, babe. Don't worry. What do you guys think? This one is iridescent, and then this one's just silver. Silver and purple. I should have waited to show you guys, huh? Alright, so clear background 1. We're going to end poll. Alright, clear background with a glitter drop down fade. Alright. So we'll probably do, we'll do pink first. We're doing clear, so let me do the bottom first. Instead of starting up here, I'll start here. So the bottom one I think is going to be red. Yeah, I just got Zulay stuff and I'm so excited. Alright, let's do this. So I'm going to start with red and work my way up. So you don't need a lot when you're doing this, you guys. Okay? So when we're doing a fade, we're going to take this glitter and we're just going to pull down. Just like that. And you're going to do that with each color. See that fade? Now if you want it to come down more, just gently brush your brush down more so you get that nice glitter fade. And it's not like straight across. One thing I hate is when glitter is going straight across the nail. I hate it. Can't do it. It's got to be like this. So once again, we're going to do the same thing. But this time, we are going to probably... We'll do it the way I had it on there. And we'll see how this comes out. I've never done this before. So we're going to set this guy here. Okay. Now, we're going to fade him down very gently over that red, guys. Okay. So it's going to be a glitter fade ombre almost. Okay. We're going to lightly pull this up to flatten it out very gently. So we don't want a lot of that to cover up that red. We want to be able to see the transition between the colors. Okay. Ooh, that looks so cool right now. Oh my gosh. Bye, Ray. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you. Okay, let's go ahead and do our purple. Who's excited? This is a beautiful color. Oh my gosh. Okay, once again, let's put our purple. Oh my god, look at that purple, y'all. OMG. So once again, we're going to put it all the way to the side. If you need more, we're just going to kind of steady that to the side here. Pull down gently. Right over that color. So it fades into it. This is basically a triple, well, it's going to be like a quadruple ombre. So we're going to lightly just pull this up a little bit. So there's no like humps and bumps. Wow, that actually looks cool. This is the first time I've done it with like glitter like this for like that nice, cool glitter transition. Okay. So I'm actually going to go ahead and add another color in here. We're going to add the white one. I'm hoping the white one's going to look good. Or maybe I should do the silver. Let's see what the silver looks like. Or the white. Let's just do the white one and see what we get. You know what? I'm going to do white at the top. Yeah. So we can kind of have like an opal top part up here. Okay. So let's do the pink. Now this glitter is a lot. So I got a lot. Hold on. You don't want too much, guys. It's not very big up there. Okay. Oh my god, look at that pink color. Okay, same thing. Dry our brush. And then we're going to pull down just a tad. Oh my god. Wow. I'm going to push it up. Oh, that's going to be beautiful, though. Okay, let's kind of make this not so in a line here. So it's actually looking layered. Wow. Look at that. Beautiful layered glitter, y'all. Welcome in, everybody. Look at that. All the colors together. That looks really cool. I am so happy with that. I've never done that before, but I'm gonna just flatten it out a little bit. Wow. That does look really cool, especially with this. And then you can add like little bits where it's like kind of falling down the nail a little bit. So we'll add that after we do the top. Now I'm hoping that this top part really gives us almost like an opal look here. Okay, I'm going to take some of that excess out. Okay, so for this one, I'm not going to mess with the top. I'm going to bring some of this glitter See how I had way too much? Okay, now we're just going to push that back up in there. And then I'm going to slowly fade that down a little bit here. Wow. I have a little weird spot right here in my nail, so it's always going to make my nail look really weird, but and now what I'm going to do is add a little bit of that, little bit of white up there, I think. Look at that. That's a quadruple blend there. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of this white, and I mean the tiniest bit of that white to give us almost like an opal. Because this is like, we only need like a little bit. And I'm just going to push it up over. And that way we just kind of have all the colors we used in this one on this one too. Yeah. I don't really like that white on there like that. But it's okay. If you want to make it come down more, you can. The one thing you want is you don't want it to go all the way up inside like I made this one, but sometimes with this hand it just does what it does, but that's okay. It's not bad. It matches because we have the white in here, so you know what? I'm going to leave it. So it does kind of look like a rainbow though. Hi Spark, how are you? Hello everybody. Thanks. Definitely different fall vibes for sure, right? So let's try and get some of this glitter in just a very small thing. So what I'm going to do is take my 3D brush. Okay, I'm going to wet my 3D brush. take the monomer out of it. And typically, I'm gonna wet this, that way it's just already wet. Okay, we're gonna take our color, and we're just gonna do like very light little, almost like it's dripping. Almost like it's dripping, guys. You gotta remember, this is a clear, so you wanna make sure any excess, we're just kind of making like little ripples, I guess you want to call it that, of the colors. Hopefully it looks good. If not, that's fine. Alright, we're gonna do pink. Let's do just so we have a little bit of that ripple of color kind of falling down the nail. Oh my gosh, look. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more to this one. It's got more of that color in there. That kind of looks cool. Aw. I kind of like it, guys. It's definitely different fall vibe, huh? So I think this one, we can put our little leaves on this one if we want, you know? What do you think? You want to put the little leaves on there? Plus, we also have this, too. So we can also add little pieces of this guy in certain spots. Right inside this little. I think that's cute, huh? So I'm going to bring this all the way to this corner here. So we have a little bit of that coppery tone. Look at that. So we just have a little wave of copper going through that. Yes. Break it up if you have to, guys. Make it like a little bit like cohesive where it's a vein, but it looks like it's part of what you're doing. What you think, everybody? Are you learning something? Hopefully. I need just a little tiny piece. Okay. Okay. Alright, now I'm probably gonna do another one like right in through here. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's cut up a little bit of some small pieces here. What do you guys think? Alright. Because I kind of don't want it too far apart from each other. So I was thinking if we did it like right here, it would be one in the middle and one at the top. And then you can just kind of maneuver it to make it go whatever way you want. Kind of make it look a little organic here. You can put it right in this little area. Yeah. Goodness gracious. You kind of want to, you know, break them up a little more as well. So you don't have such big pieces. Because we kind of want to follow the line. I don't know. I hope you guys are enjoying this little nail sesh of ours. I didn't want to make it too complicated because I wanted to make it to where everybody could actually do it. And I hope that you guys can, you know, do it. Okay, so I'm going to push this in here. Really good so we don't have any stick-ups. See how this kind of follows a line? This one is kind of broken up a little bit more, which is fine. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot, guys. So I'm going to add just a little bit more right here. Maybe. Okay. We'll follow the bottom of that line like that. Oh, yeah. Oh. And then I'm going to fill this little area. So any area that's open that you want to fill it, guys. Get out of there. Just do what your little heart desires, everybody. Doesn't have to be perfect. Alrighty, dighty. We're going to put this little bit right up here so it goes right up the side of the nail. Okay, now I feel like I need some right here. Yep, we're going to have to do more. Hi, GLAM. So just come hang out with your girl. We still have the one to do and then encapsulate, okay? So let me grab more. What do I do with it? There it is. So whatever's on the side, that's all I'm going to grab because we're not going to need any more than that. And here's that. Hello, everybody coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so this guy, we're going to take and do him here. And we are just going to push him in like so, maybe. No, we don't want you on the glitter. We want you on the red. There we go. Okay, right at that end. Alright, we're going to come up and come over. What you think, GLAM? You like the colors? Okay, same thing. Now, this, yeah, there we go. We're going to break that up with our brush. Okay. Same thing here. I'm going to break this little etch that came down. And then I'm just going to pat it in. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay, let's grab another small piece. That way we can fill this little area in. Okay. Yes, girl, yes. Okay, let's fill this little tiny area in here. And then I'm going to fill this spot in as well. So I'm actually going to take my monomer and kind of wet that a little bit. And there we go. Yay. Oh, dude, that color looks bomb. The rose gold coppery tone looks so good with these colors. Those are the nails so far. This is my take on some beautiful fall nails. I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, so yeah. All right. For this one, what do we want to do for that one? I'm trying to think. Do we want to just have a full-blown glitter nail, or do we want to do another nude? Because I feel like we need, like, another nude. Don't you guys? What if we did the darker color nude? Hi, Stacy! Okay, which nude, though? Yeah, because we'll just do the colors here and make that our focal point. And we'll do our flower on this one. But, do we want the darker nude? Here, let me show you what the darker nude really looks like, because it's a lot darker than what y'all think. So, like, I mean, it is dark. So we have this one. And I mean, it's dark, y'all. And then we have this one, which is the one that's, look how much lighter. Which one do you think? Dark or light? Should we go all out and just go the dark nude? Or what do you guys think? You like the dark? It is. It's very dark. It's a lot more darker than what I thought it was initially going to be when I first made it, but it's Nellie's favorite color. Dark, dark. Alright, we'll go dark. Let's do this. Okay. Well, since we're going all dark, I'm going to actually put the caps on these really quickly, so that way, like, nothing happens. Because I feel like I'm going to spill them at any moment. And some of these glow, by the way, so just so y'all know. Coffee! Can I have a coffee? I want a coffee. I actually have my coffee. So, okay, so do we want to put those little flowers on the one nail? Ombre to light sounds pretty good. Oh, you mean like take the dark and the light? And ombre the two? Is that what you mean? Let me know if that's what you mean. I had to pull all of these colors out because I was like, oh my gosh, we so need to use all these colors together, you know? Yes? Okay. Did I literally just put the dark one away? I did. Here's this one. Here it is. Your girl put it away. My bad, guys. Okay, so here's this. Let me shake it. So we're going to go light. So we're going to do light at the bottom and dark on top. Is that what we're doing, everybody? Shout out to the 16 people in here. Thank you guys so much for being here for this, like, get out of our comfort zone nail therapy sesh. Okay. Alright. I'm hoping it's going to look good, guys. Let me try something. So we're going to go light. So this is going to be at the bottom. So I'm just going to do something really quick. This is how I figure out if I want to do something or not. So we're going to put this up here. And I'm going to fade that down over that color. To give us a nice little mocha latte effect. What you think? Alright, let's do it. Alrighty, that's what we're doing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wet the nail first with the monomer to make it sticky. Like so. I hope y'all are learning something. And then we can put the flowers on top, or we can leave the background as is. We can just leave it like this and encapsulate it, because I just think it's gorgeous. No? I just think it's gorgeous. Alright, let's do this. So we're going to start with the light first. We're going to start at the bottom and work our way up. Okay. Ooh, pretty. So we're going to go... So we're going to go here. This is where our pink is going to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this all the way over and up, and we're going to flatten that out, okay? But we want to pull it all the way to the side. And then we're going to lightly pull down. Oh my gosh. And then bring our side in, okay? You want to make sure you always bring that side in, guys. Aww. Stacy. Thank you, my love. Thank you for being here. Oh no, I got a hair. No. I hate when my pillow gives me, like, hairs, guys. Okay. Clean our brush. Make sure she's side to side. And then we're gonna make sure it is melted up. Okay, wet our brush. And then I'm gonna just lightly pull that down, guys. Just like that. Ta-da! Okay, so I'm actually going to go up just one more. Stacy Love, thank you, babes. Okay, don't do what I just did. I just stuck my brush at the end of that. Damn it. It's okay, we can always just pat it back in. Like I said, remember, keep your sides in, guys. Push any extra bulk color towards the middle, okay? Okay. No dippies. We are flat. Yes. Woo! Hi, Nelly. How are you, my lovely? What you think? Let's see. Any dips? No, ma'am. Oh, yeah. Look at that color. So they wanted to go dark to light. So that's what we're doing. We're going dark to light. So what I'm going to do is grab just one more bead. Go up a little bit more here. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming. And we're going to pull down. Melt that in. Just like so. Melt that side in. Make sure that's flush. Clean that off. And then I'm going to pull this up and fade that up. Melt, melt, melt. Now you don't want big bulges on the side, everybody, okay? If you have big bulges on the side, it's going to make it look like this. Because I have it kind of bulging out the side here. Okay. So it really just depends on how you're putting it on there, how wet your brush is, and all of that jazz, right? So if you can see, there's no dips, but I can tell that right here on this little line, there's just a little bit there. I really don't need to fill that in with color because the clear will get it, but I don't want my sides to bulge out. So I'm going to try and thin that side out. There we go. Yeah, it's better than what it was. There we go. Okay. Let's take our dark color. Okay. I'm going to put it right up above where we did that one. And I'm going to actually push that up. This one's more of a shimmer, but it does have sparkle in it, so. Pull that. Wet your brush. And then we're going to pull it down. Take any of that excess off. But you want that perfect blend, guys. Especially if you're using a shimmer. You want that ombre to be perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Your girl's the shit. Just saying. Just saying, guys. Now, my nails are flat because we were working with the, you know, you don't, like I say, you don't want to take your color. I'm not going to use my color as the, whatchamacallit. I'm not building with that color. All the way to the edge. We're going to push up as much as we can. Then we're going to pull down. Now, shimmers are very different to work with, guys. So be careful when bringing that excess down the nail. So we don't want to cover anything that we just did here. Yeah. I kind of like those colors together. Not a bad idea, everybody. Not a bad idea. Okay, so for the top, we're going to push that excess up to the cuticle, guys. So it's even. Then we're going to lightly blend that in. I'm working on it. I'm working on the beads, guys. Okay. That's not bad. What do you guys think? Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat yet, guys. Bear with me here. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is do one more bead here. One little tiny bead at the top. Like, I mean, just lightly push it up. And then make sure your sides are good. Bring that rest to the middle. And you're going to pull down. Then we're going to pull that down. But I mean lightly. The pressure. We don't want that pressure to be like... I want it to be melted together, but not bumpy. That's as good as I'm going to get, y'all. I think that's way better than what I typically normally do, so kudos. Okay. I like it. Now, typically what I usually like to do is take my light color and blend it up the dark color. That is usually what I like to do, but what do you guys think? You like it like that, or do you want me to blend it up the dark color? Oh no! Aw, thanks. Alright, we'll leave it. We'll let that guy dry. So as that guy's drying, do we want to put the flowers on the nude? So I have these flowers. Like leaves, actually. These are like leaves. I thought they would be cute with that color. We could always put them on this one. What y'all think? On this nude or that nude? Or both. Let's just put them on both. Why not? So the darker ones, these two darker ones, I'm going to put over here. Since we only have a little area. And then the lighter colored ones, I'll put over here. Okay. Hi, Sandra. How are you, sweetheart? These are our acrylic nails. Alright, so I'm going to just dabble in a little bit of this clear. I'm just going to lightly just kind of put it on here. Like so. Hopefully it's enough to make it stick. Okay. Okay, let's take these off before they get stuck. Okay, we're gonna need our little plastic thing because those are not gonna stick. You can always use base gel to adhere them as well, guys. We need plastic. Where did my plastic go? A little plastic bag will do just fine. I had a little plastic bag and now I can't find it. Hold on, let me grab some plastic, y'all. I'm just gonna use this bag. Okay. I don't want them white flowers. I think the white flowers are gonna not look the greatest. I think if we just use those little pink things, they'll be fine. So, I'm gonna put one here. Oh yeah, these are gonna look so pretty. Oh, Raven's live? Oh no. Okay, melt the rest of that. Okay, there's one. The other one's gonna go this way. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. We'll put another pink one going this way, and then... yeah. Oh, shit. You can take your brush and push down too, guys. Until it, like, flattens itself. Okay, so the next one's gonna go this way. I'm gonna put this one in the middle. Oh, that's cute. It actually matches. It actually matches, guys. Looks like... what you think, y'all? Should I just do those three? You know what? We're just gonna do it. We're gonna take the bag. That's where she's gonna stay. They do kind of look like bleachers, don't they? Dude, this is a cool little fall set, though. Something I was like, ooh, I don't know if I can pull it off. There we go. You can also layer some, like, glitter through here if you guys wanted to as well. So I'm probably going to use... You like that color? It matches, though. It definitely matches, for sure. Alright, so we're going to take... and do a pink one up here. Yummy. You could also take these and put one here and one here, like they're kind of, so this one's going to go this way. And then that way we have kind of 3 different types on this one. Alright, same thing, we're going to flatten it with the bag. Aw, thanks. Shout out to everybody in here, hi! Okay, the next one's going to be at the bottom. Right here. Make sure there's nothing like huge sticking up out of the... Wow, that one's a different color altogether. Alright, hold up. And there we go. Now, I think it needs glitter on it, but it'll be alright. To be honest, I was thinking like a little thing of glitter just kind of in and out the leaves, but we might be able to do some little, what do you want to call those? Flakies? What do you think? Oh my god, people talking about bum holes. Are you kidding me right now? Alrighty then. Alrighty. There they are. I think we should do like a little thing of glitter. What do y'all think? I'm gonna grab this glitter really quickly because I have a thought. We could either do this glitter or... Okay. I have a thought. What if I did the glitters down like this? Okay. Because I feel like it needs a little va-va-voom. Okay. So we have this glitter, purple. I was just going to do the white. Like the white glitter. What do you guys think? Just white, or do we want to use all the colors? Because the white, I think, is... Where'd it go? The white is iridescent. You want me to kind of do all the colors? Hi, Sandra. Well, a little different type of fall set tonight. Pink, purples, reds, and gold. Well, like rose golds and stuff. Because I thought, oh shit, I thought if we did like the colors and I start like here and kind of work my way around, I don't know. But then I'm like, what if I just did a normal, regular freaking glitter and then... Hi, Mabel. Because this one is this color here. So we either do multicolors, since we have all this, we could make this one different with that. Let me know, let me know. Hopefully you guys learned something tonight. I'm very grateful you guys are here. I'm gonna let y'all pick, so go in the chat, let me know. The gold? Just the gold? Or this one? This one? Or this one? So we have the iridescent one, which looks like this. And it, like, sparkles multicolored. So it kind of goes too. Iridescent? Ooh. I will probably put another color inside that, actually. So we're going to go around here. And come back around this way. Now, if you have bigger glitters, those would also work as well. So that is that little glitter moment. Do we want to add color or leave this one? We're going to essentially do the same thing to this one, but I'm going to just do this one on that one, but I think I'm going to add the colors on this one though. So I'm just going to lightly just add some different colors through that to give us some color. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Holy shit. Okay. We are going to go ahead and do the gold. And we'll repeat it if we have to. So we're going to make that gold and that red fade together. We don't want a lot, so I'm going to take some of that off there. And then we're going to flatten it out. Oh yeah. So once we break all that up and put them together, and you don't want a line, like you want them spaced out within that line, guys. I hope this little nail therapy, I hope you guys like it. Oh shit, that was a lot of purple. There we go. We're going to bring that kind of up and around though. Here we go. Break up those colors kind of a little bit more. Oh my god, I love them. Because obviously we want to see those colors, right? I almost wish I could have went up and around, but hey, that's fine. Alright, we're going to add a little bit more purple because there's not really a lot of color up here. What's cool is you can actually see that color coming through. There we go. There we go. Oh my god, she looks so cool. You guys, tell me this isn't the coolest fall nail. Alright. I think I'm just going to add splashes of color on this one. And that's all I'm going to do. So I'm just going to lightly just... So we're going to take this guy. And we're just going to kind of take some sparkles It just kind of... Okay, same thing. I'm going to come in from the side. Come up, and we're going to come around this leaf here. And we're just going to give it a little sparkle in a little spiral. Just so when you're moving it, it actually like... You know what I mean? It actually looks like it's doing something. Okay. And then we're just going to do a little tiny bit at the bottom here, okay? And I'm actually going to go this way with that. Alrighty, there we go. There she is, guys. One thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this and add right just tiny little stippy bit, and then we're clear capping. So thanks for being with me, guys. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to just kind of break this up a little bit, and I'm going to take this color and put it right kind of like over that leaf part. So we have a little hint of that. Same thing here. Maybe. Okay, it won't flatten out, but shit. Okay, this is the last thing that's going on the nail. And we're gonna let her dry. Oh, come on. Alright. I don't know. That is what it is. Alrighty, we're gonna let her dry. Dude, thanks everybody so much. Thank you. This is what they're looking like, guys. I actually like them. They're very different. I like them a lot, to be honest with y'all. Honestly, I didn't think that was going to take me that long, but I figured I would already be shaping and capping by now. Alright. We're going to let her dry for just a little bit. These ones, this one and this one's already dry, so I'm going to go ahead and clear cap them. I just figured we could do a hangout sesh, you know? And I'm going to clean the brush. Yeah. I've tried their tips once. Hi, MJ. Sorry I missed your name, lovely. These are my fall nails. What you think? Something super different, but yeah, we layered a little bit. Looks different on here, but oh shit. Oh my god, look at that. When that freaking top coat hits that, oh yes. Oh yes. It's a quadruple ombre right there. If you guys haven't seen MJ's nails she did today, you guys are missing out. You've got to go check her. I have got glitter inside my clear, but you know what, guys? I don't care. We're gonna melt that guy in there. And I'm just gonna lightly pull that down. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Oh my gosh. Now we will have to go on the back end and of the nail. And do our top coat. Just because it's a clear nail. I will get the bottom in just a sec. I usually like to get the top going and then I will get the bottom going. It's hard to talk when I'm doing this. Sorry guys, bear with me here. I'm not a patter. I do not pat down the nail. So, bear with me everybody. Shit. That's something I don't do. And I don't use like super big beads either. I usually do mine kind of wet, as you can see. Oh yeah, that's gonna be bomb. I'll go to the side. Typically, you would pat this, but I'm just kind of... There we go. Yes. It might be a little cloudy just because my clear is cloudy. So, just bear with me, guys. I hope it's not, but I should have cleaned out my monomer and I didn't. So, just gonna push this. So, you definitely want to make sure you're getting all the way up there, but do not force it into the cuticle area. And go back in and just add a tiny bit more if you have to, but make sure you have to get it off your skin, you guys. You just have to. This little guy, for whatever reason, it ends up going like right in this little whatever. And then it's like, yeah. But for the most part, we're keeping the sides in, y'all. I'm just getting better at making sure it's not like big and bulky up here. Does that make sense? It's not bad though. It's not bad. Bye, MJ. Now listen, guys, I'm not a nail tech by any means, okay? And I probably could have had this done sooner. But now you just want to make sure that structure is there. So pay attention to the structure, especially if you have a clear nail. So I'm just going to lightly pull this down. The only thing I don't like is where I cut the edge of this, but I'll just have to file that off. Just make sure your edges are good. And like, mine are flat. I have just a tiny little hump. I'm okay with that, you guys. I am seriously okay with that. As long as the structure's there, I'm not worried about it. Okay, I'm just going to clean my brush out, and then I'm just going to pour new monomer in there. Because I really don't... I should have waited to do it on that nail, huh? That's okay. I'm just going to do this one. Why not? But thanks for coming to chill with me, guys. It's hard for me to talk and do this. So, I give mad props to people who can talk and do this. Like, Zule she can talk and do this no problem. Alright, I'm going to pull that down very lightly because I want it to go in all the crevices, guys. And I'm also going to just pull it up a little bit here. Anything that is on the edge will get filed away, so just keep that in mind. Perfect. I am starting to feel better with doing bigger beads, I will say. Because before I wasn't very, like, okay with doing big beads, but for the most part, I'm getting better at wanting to do bigger beads. So don't be scared. You just gotta jump in and do it, guys. But like I said, when you're doing a marble ombre like this, make sure it's not too thick so you don't have to clear cap super thick. I wish I did these on myself because I really do love these. We're gonna melt that in. Like, you shouldn't need a whole hell of a lot of clear, you guys. And I chose to do square because I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, so. As long as you don't have like a bunch of bumpies and it's kind of mellowing out together, the nail's going to be super easy to file. And you're really not going to have to worry about I cannot see the chat at the very moment, guys. Bear with me here. Okay, we're going to pull this up. You're going to pull it up and pat it in. And then take it and make it all one. Oh my god, I actually love this set more than the set I did with Nelly. I am getting a new brush, so I'm excited. Tuck that side in and pull down so it doesn't go anywhere. And the more you layer like this, the better off it's going to be as you're going down the nail. And then it fills in the crevices. Now I do need a little bit right there, no problem. So I like to kind of do mine a little bit wet. We're going to pull this down just a tiny bit here. There we go. Pat this up. And then we're going to pat this in, like so. And then make sure our edge is clean. Whatever you have on your edge, guys, even if it's bumpy a little bit, you can get it with filing, so. And make sure once you get up here that you keep those edges in, but you also don't have like a super huge hump. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? You'll have to let me know what you guys think. Okay, so I'm actually going to set this here, and I'm actually going to push it up. Shit. I pushed it up way too far. So for the most part, I will flatten out my apex. Not trying to, but I'm kind of heavy-handed with a lot of stuff. Bring that around. There we go. Okay, we just need a tiny, tiny bit at the top. We have to make sure we secure the glitter that's at the top here, guys. We don't want to file through that. Okay. I mean, I'm getting better at it, but the only thing I'm going to do is add some right here, and we're done encapsulating this now. So I appreciate everybody who was here tonight for this set. And if you're new, I am not an instructor or anything like that. I'm just a DIY girly. Okay, so we're going to lightly kind of bring this down, but fill in that gap that we got going. There we go. Let's melt that back in. Real lightly. Look at that. Yes. Your girl did it. Now this one looks really thick just because of how the sides are. But I got enough on there. I think I am going to be fine filing, and I'm not going to go through those glitters at all. Nope, we're good. It's going to be flat up here. I don't care. I am not that, like, person that, like, I don't know, guys. I can't do a huge bead at the top. Just can't. I have a heavy hand, so I tend to typically go over my hump area, if that's what you want to call it. Alright, I gotta get some more clear. So, as you can see, you see how much clear we have on that one versus this one? So, just remember that you don't need a lot to keep the structure of the nail. That is enough to keep the structure of the nail, guys. I'm gonna leave it alone because I'm not wearing these, but for the sake of, you know, the structure and all that, just be careful. You shave your head when you're stressed? Are you guys excited, though, to see the Zule products that I got? I am stoked. Alright. So we might have to do part 2 tomorrow. If you guys want me to do a full bling out look, we'll probably have to do that tomorrow. So I am going to file with you guys and put the top coat on. Thank you so much for being through, like, staying here through this whole thing. Like, what? I tried to go as fast as I could, so. Because I got to get dinner going. I seriously thought I was going to be a lot faster than what I was tonight, but that's okay. That is okay. Once I get this on, we won't have to file, or we'll file and it won't be as bad. We're not going to need that much, so I'm not going to waste any. But I think we should deck this, like, I don't know about decking this set out, but I feel like, oh god, I almost spilled that. Woo! You did. I am so thankful for you guys. Like, it's so cold in my room. See what it's doing? I'm going to pull it to the middle. And I'm just going to lightly pull it down over there. Like, so when it's like this, you're going to be chasing it, especially if your room's super cold. So just remember that. But one of these days, I will be able to tap it all the way down the nail. Like, you can watch Nelly. She taps that shit all the way down the nail, and I'm like, oh, my Lanta, Georgia. I want to be like you when I grow up. We're going to blend that in. And you want to make sure that when you're blending this, guys, you're going over those 3D elements so where they're not sticking out of the clear. If they're sticking out of the clear, you're going to file right through them. And I have a big pet peeve about that, so we're going to do this fast. And I'm just going to let the gravity kind of do its thing here. This is my favorite part, though. Well, one of my favorite parts. Now, I just took that monomer out of my brush, too. Because that will also help. And I'm going to pull this down just a tibby bit. Bring any of your sides in. If it's bulging on the sides, bring them in. So that way you don't have a bunch kind of going out the side of your nail. 1, 2. I think this is one, well, encapsulating and the application is my favorite part. What is your guys' favorite part of doing acrylic nails? I will say that getting out of my comfort zone was the best thing to do. And I am so fucking glad I did it. Because I needed therapy. And this is my therapy. Okay, we're going to melt that baby in. Same thing on the side. But I still think, even though I'm not walking it down like most do, I honestly feel like I am doing an amazing job. There are things that people will criticize me on when it comes to encapsulating, but for the most part, I don't care. Because I fucking love acrylic. I love it. I'm gonna bring it all the way up. Around. And let it fall. Especially down the side here. Now, my heat just kicked on, so... That was pretty damn good. Yo. Hell yeah. The top of that's really nice. Look at that. Hell yeah. I need just a little bit at the bottom. Okay. I'm gonna lightly pull and push into place. Because I want it to be perfect. You want it flat all the way, if you can. And we're going to lightly pull this. Look at this. We're going to push it in. Lightly tether that down. I mean, I still have a big hump right there. From this side, I don't, but... You don't want a super huge hump. So all I'm going to do is flatten this out at the top here. And then I'm going to have to pat the rest down so it fills in that area. And then lightly yeah. It's not super flat, but we got that filled in to where now our file is going to do the work for us. Okay? I just realized I did that crooked. So for the most part, just make sure you don't do what I do, okay? This is why I don't do square, but I think it'll be okay. This one looks really huge, but we'll definitely thin her out. I'm gonna push this back over here. I'm gonna fade that down. Sometimes when it's running like that, it's hard to keep your sides in, but for the most part, it's okay. Who's going back where? I missed so much. Thank you guys for coming. Any bubbles that you get, you want to make sure you pop them, guys. If you don't see them, that's okay.
Get anything?
I haven't left, no. Have you?
No.
Okay. I didn't want to go down without you. Guys, I don't go anywhere without my husband anymore. At least not until shit dies down. Dude, thank you guys so much for hanging with me. What do you guys think? I mean, my shit's not sloppy, right? So it's not like I can be mad at anything because it's not sloppy, so... I mean, I feel like I'm doing good. I think I feel like I did a little bit better yesterday, not gonna lie, when it comes to the shaping of my nails, however. Okay, I'm just gonna lightly pull this down, and then we're gonna blend this top in. There we go. Oh my god, I really love these, you guys. Yes, girl. Much better.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah.
Much better. He just got a new hoodie from Carhartt to go for work. And the one that he got before was like a little small. And will you shut that door, please?
Yeah, I gave the other one to the new guy.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
So it was like, it wasn't that, like, it's kind of too small on him, even though it was his size, because it was like a work one. But, okay. This should be all that we need here. Okay. Are you guys excited to see the stuff I got from Zule? I'm excited. I mean, look at that. I think I did okay. Got nothing sticking up. Pretty well rounded. We got enough structure on the back. Hell yeah. Alright. I think we're good, guys. I'm gonna look at it. Okay, I need some right there and then we're done. That was a bad bead. Okay, we got it. Yep. Alright, we got her. Alrighty, y'all. You see how much more better the rounded this area is compared to these two here? Because I got them all the way up. But for the most part, they're pretty well in there. This one I'm not going to add any more onto. This one's pretty well encapsulated. So we're going to let this bad boy dry. They're not as thick as I usually make them. So I guess that does something, right? Hell yeah. It's thick? It does line up, doesn't it? I know. Alrighty, we're done with that, guys.
Sit in the window.
No, she cannot. Not it doesn't matter. It's blowing at her. Sorry, guys. My cat's like, I need in here now. Thanks for staying with me, guys. Appreciate it very much. Didn't realize it was going to take that long, but gotta do what you gotta do, right? Alright. Hopefully those don't take forever to dry. I'm hoping not. Alrighty dighty, guys. Put this guy away. You know what I wish I had? I wish I had something to put this guy in. So that way he doesn't stink. Dude, I think that if we left the hand alone and just put, like, just a little bit of... Haha, that way it won't smell. We put just a little bit of bling on it tomorrow. I think this set's going to be fucking awesome. I mean, it's already... I think it's nice. I think it looks fucking bomb. Rest, Cordy. Are you? Alright, here's our hand, everybody. I don't think they're bad. Very thick. This one's very wide. It's typically why I don't do square, but I like the colors. The colors are definitely really pretty. If you couldn't see anything, why didn't you tell me, y'all? I can't wait to put that top coat on though. I do have my little guy here, so we do have this guy, so. I'm going to put her in my lamp, and we're going to make her dry. Dude, thank you. Sandra, shout out to Sandra, Cordy, Stacy, Alice, Mabel, GLAM. Shout out to everybody in here. I love you guys so freaking much. Thanks for hanging with me, dude. Oh, hi, Manny. Oh, gosh. Have a good night, love. Sorry I missed your name. Shout out to Nelly. Okay, love you. Have a good night. Everybody's exhausted, man. And Kenzie. I love you guys. I just love you guys. It's in the lamp still. When you have a hand and you're doing something like this, you definitely want to make sure that you pull the nails out of your hand so the tops of them actually get, you know. I bought a mic. I don't know if it's going to work, but dollar store, baby. It was $10, but it was $10. Thanks, guys. So I'm going to use this guy, which is 80 grit, and then 100 on this one. Or, oh wait, that's 180. Typically, I would do Z-Wrap ones. This is typically my favorite file right now, but yeah. And then I'm just going to use Steve on them because I need Steve in my life. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you're new and you're watching silently and you're not in the chat, thank you so much. If you love nails, let me know. I had fun. Yeah, here's Steve. We're going to use them one last time. I know I say that every time, but we're going to use the VARNAIL glass top coat because y'all know that this glass top coat is the bomb. Like, I'm serious. It is the absolute bomb diggity. I can't get enough of it, to be honest with you. I can't believe we used every single color besides the silver. Think about that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We used 11, no, I'm sorry, we used 10 colors on the nails, guys. 10 colors on the nails. I know, right? I don't remember what I did with Steve Jr., guys. Like, I know I put him up when, you know, when I moved everything, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, I'll remember where I put him. No, I don't remember at all. Look at this, guys. Look what Stacy made me this. She was trying something new, and she put those inside. I love it. I have it sitting right here in front of me. It usually typically holds in my hand. But yeah, did you guys, if you didn't see the nails from yesterday not yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday that I did. I sent you a new purple one, woman. Oh, wait. I don't know what I did with it. We didn't? No? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to find it. I put your stuff somewhere, because I didn't get to put it away yet. Oh, I might have to figure that out. Look, I picked all these. But I feel like these are too light of colors to go with the colors that we got. So I'm not sure if those will actually go. But I did get these for the red, that like reddy orange. And then we have this really light pink that matches the pink that we used really well. And then we have, look at this, the rose gold. Oh yeah, I cannot freaking wait. I wish I had, this is as close to rose gold as I'm going to get. So yeah, we'll just deal with it. And then we have the opal and the silver with this one. And then we have the dark, oh yeah. And then we have like these like burgundy-esque ones. Not very many of those. But then we have these super duper dark, beautiful purple ones. Aren't they beautiful though? Oh my god. Rip Steve. Guys, most of the people in this chat, if you view this after the live is up, chat replay, view the replay, guys. Most of the people that are in my chat have channels. So if they do anything from nails to resin to so much, you got nail stamping, Nails by Sandra, Cordy, Fifi's Faffing Nails, Nelly, they all have channels. Guys, I won the Madam Glam thing today. The November collection. Okay, I'm gonna take these out and then put them in my lamp upside down because the bottoms are not done all the way yet. So just give me like 5 more minutes and then we'll file and we'll talk and you guys can ask me questions, okay? They do look good though, I'm not gonna lie. They do look nice and good. They're still sticky though. Unfortunately, I'm gonna turn them upside down so they can actually dry on top. Okay, while those are drying, don't go anywhere, please. Okay, please, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna mute you guys. I have to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. I'm back. Okay, they should be good by now, guys. Okay. It's freaking freezing in my room right now. Oh my god. Can you hear me? Let me know. This shouldn't be too loud, guys. Holy shit balls, Batman. Look at this nail, though, guys. Like, oh, I'm losing my hair. Nice. Is that too loud? Hi, Shirley. Yes? How are you, sweetheart? As long as you keep your shape, you won't have to file a bunch, guys. Yeah. Like I always say, make sure you get the back and the bottom. Make sure they're straight. Because I might not be wearing them, but if I just leave them like this and say, oh, the hell with it, then I feel like I'm not doing my, like, due diligence here. We're going to go straight down each side. Because we want that bulk to come off. Yes. How are you doing, Shirley? Thanks for popping in, my love. We're gonna go down. I always like to go down straight, and then we'll go around the top and the corner. Yeah. So she's still kind of wide right here. You can see that. So we're going to bring that in more. Now, I'm not used to doing square nails. I'm used to doing like coffin and stuff. But we're going to bring this in and down. We're going to go flat. And they're going to round it out. Rounding it out makes it perfect. Look at that. Oh, shit. Balls out, man. Get this excess off the top here. I don't typically have to use my drill for these guys. So. Alright. Did have a hole in my top. Now remember, it's all about illusions. So you want to bring these sides in and down. Yes, look at that. I'm not used to square, but I think we got it. Look, you can see where you have more on one side than the other, so this one needs to be taken in more. See that? So we're going to go ahead and bring this in. Okay, just a little bit more. Ta-da! Now we need to come up and over with this one. Perfect, dude. Hell yeah. Boom shaka laka. Now at the end, you want to, if you want to, take your little nail file and get any excess that you have on the outside here. Like right up in here. That way it looks nice. The one thing I don't like about these tips is when you cut them, it leaves like a white mark. So your best bet is to make sure you get the color on that. But yeah, well. And I will say that these tips, I think, came from Amazon. They are not that well, like, leveled out either. they're made kind of wonky. So if you do get these or have these, just keep that in mind. Look at that. Perfect, dude. Perfect. Hopefully y'all are learning something. If not, that's cool too. I'm just glad you guys are here for the little nail therapy sesh. I have to take my kitty to the vet tomorrow, and I don't wanna. Guys, I seriously don't wanna, but I have to. And I just lost my kitty in March, and I don't want to lose this one. Look at that. Yes, dude. We need to bring that top in. Let's bring this top in more. There we go. Much better. Like I said, you don't want no bulges. Perfect. Square is not really my forte, but I figured, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna get out of the comfort zone even more. Oh, yay. Hi. I can't say your name. I apologize. But hello. Where did you find that buffer? At Sally Beauty. I've had him for 4 years, guys. So just know it's been 4 years. Alright, dude. There she is. Perfect square, guys. Now, I can bring her in on the sides more here. Right here. But it's fine. It's fine. Oh. Alright, so we're going to take this guy, 80 grit, and we're going to go underneath. And then we're going to go on the side, putting the pressure here, which puts the pressure in the middle here. Okay, and we're going to take it and go down this way. This kind of makes it like what you do with one side, you do to the other. Underneath. On the side. Alrighty. We don't want to bring it in too much. It's still a square here. Yeah. I'm going to keep the edge super straight, especially down here. Full nail, up and down, and then you're going to go side to side. Meh. She's flat, but it's fine. There's enough on her. I know I'm not going to go through that glitter. We still have a slope. Well, just a tiny slope, but it's all good in the hood. Ooh, I can't wait for this top coat. What about you guys? Who has to fart, y'all? Y'all are tearing up in the comments. I love it, though. I mean, I don't have to fart right now, but if you gotta fart, let her rip, baby. Let her rip. Let her rip. You need to let her rip. So that way, nothing's killing your gut. I think we're golden, y'all. Look at that. We got nice straight edges. Bring this in a little bit. What I learned is there's zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3. Okay, but I don't typically file like that. I'm not in a structure. I just kind of do it. Yeah. Your file will absolutely tell you where you need to file. So keep that in mind. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Look how good he is. Woo! If you're new, this is Steve, everybody. Light that match, baby, so I can go flying across the way. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah. Woohoo! Steve's like, you're losing every piece of me every time I do this. Sorry, buddy. I'm just the best, I don't want to tell you. Oh my god, look how straight. Here goes the shit. Just saying. Who's ready for the top coat? We got one more nail. Guys, it's almost, well, it's not almost, but my birthday's coming up, and this year, I want to actually do something for my birthday this year. Last year, I did do a set of nails, but I really want to do something like, I don't know, give back. I don't know. The fucking dogs make me jump. Oh, no. Just look how much better that looks when you have a straight back on your nail. Like, please, get the backs of your nails clean. Thank you. Come again. Yeah. I'm going to go underneath, the side, top. You lay it like this. Yeah. If there's one thing your girl can do, is I can snatch up some nails. Just saying. But I promise, some days I'm slow and some days I'm fast. But that's okay. Alright, we're gonna go over the whole nail. Ow! Okay, we're gonna come down the side here. Yeah. Okay. Ow. Sometimes I'm dangerous when I'm filing, guys. We want to make sure there's no bulges at the edges here. That's like one of the worst things I used to have is bulges on the edges, and they would drive me absolutely bonkers. Because I just, yeah. Now this is the one that's crooked. So we gotta save it. So she's perfect. Yeah. Beautimous. Okay, this we need to round out. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yizzle. Gonna take a little bit more off the top here. And then right in here. A little more off the top. Look at that. No dips, no nothing. No nothing, guys. I definitely can't wait to get the Zule glow in the dark. Because I did get the kit of hers, so I'm excited. All this will come off. And then if you want it completely off, and you don't want to do it with this guy, you can take your little thing and do it. Okay. Oh. Hmm? Yeah. Just got that one to do and put top glue on. Okay. Say hi to hubby, everybody.
It tastes better when you make it.
November 25th. He loves it when I make dinner. Well, I made dinner. I made tacos. I just make him his plate after he works all day because he works his ass off every day. So I don't mind doing it because I don't have to work. So, you know, it's the least I can do. Sandra, hi! Alright guys, we're almost done. Okay. We're gonna put our top coat on. There we go. Yes. Love it. I'm hungry too. They say hi, babe. You hear them? They're calling you Mr. Sugar. Mr. Sugar. Sugar, sugar. The fact that these ladies are still here. Ma! So I was trying to do the 2-hour mark and just only be on here for 2 hours. However, sometimes I want to get it right, so it takes me a little bit longer, but are you guys ready for this top coat? Because I think I'm going to do the top coat in, the, flash. I'm just going to use the flash and turn all the lights off. Okay. Yeah. Alright, under the nail. Then we're going to go under the nail on this side. Then we're going to go straight down. Straight down. Dude, I think for these colors, typically you wouldn't see these colors together for a fall set, so I'm kind of proud of it. Because honestly, I didn't think it was even gonna go the way I thought. But then again, I was just kind of testing the waters too, you know? Okay, we're bringing in this side. And then I'm going to also bring in this side. But I think the colors actually look so good together. Okay. We're going to have to go down this. How many of you guys get your plates for your people? Dude, that's perfect, yo. Yeah. Okay. Now, like I said, I was trying to do a true square. So you want to make sure you don't etch off these corner pieces, because if you etch all that off, it's going to look like a weird slopey bit. So just keep that in mind, everybody. Look at that, straight. I know I don't have a hump there, but at least it's straight. All right. We got a little extra here. Do ya? If I find, I have to find Steve Jr. tonight, and hopefully I can find him so that way we can start using Steve. So really, you don't want this, you want squared look, but you don't want like, I don't know how people do that where they got lines coming down the side. I gotta have it like all like one. It's just me. I'm weird. But do you know how like some people take the sides with their fingers and they do this? And then you can see the tip underneath? I can't do that. That's a no-go for me. Not saying there's anything wrong with it. I just don't like it. I like the roundness and the sleekness that it gives when you round it off the sides. There we go. Hell yeah. Hell yizzle. Nice. Alright. Top coat time, everybody, and then we are done till tomorrow. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Ah! Okay, she's gonna go over there. Put Steve away so he can calm down a minute. Alrighty, I'm going to lift this guy up so we don't get no dust anywhere in our nails. Okay. We're going to clean them off, put them in Becky with the no hair, and do our top coat. So I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Oh, that looks super cool. Okay, so before I do anything, I will make sure to clean them off again once I get it in the nail. I don't have that much acrylic on my hand either, so that's good. I just have little bits like on the edge right here. That's another thing, if you guys are using your like practice hands and stuff, you can tell if you are doing good also by the amount of acrylic that you have all over the practice hand. Mine has gotten so much better. And I think for me, like a lot of this has like top coat and all of that, but you can see just how much you have done by what you're cleaning off of your hand. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. Okay. Oh my gosh. These are true, what do you want to call that? They're true square. Now, I don't like square on me, per se, but they always look really good on other people. I could have brought that in way more, but it's okay. I will say, the colors are beautiful. Yeah, we definitely could have slimmed this down more right here, but it's fine. That is a true square, though. Yeah, definitely should have slimmed this down so it looks like this one, but that's okay. We're not going to get mad. Because I feel like I did a pretty damn good job today. At least I snatch them up, you know? They're definitely... I don't like this. I hate that little part that is, like, on the clear part, you know what I mean? Where I cut the nail bed. Do ya? I love coffin. There's just something about coffin that just... Like, with my long-ass nails, or my long-ass weird hands... I think I have ugly hands, so stiletto just like pulls, looks really nice on me along with the other one, so. Look at that though. Look at that square, girl. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna make sure we get, yeah, you can definitely tell the difference on this one here, but that's okay. We're not gonna worry about it. We're not gonna worry about it, Crystal. I'm going to move this out of the way so I don't get it in the top coat. Okay, we're going to shut the light off. Boom. Ready? This is what they look like now. You ready? Is everybody ready? Okay, ready? Oh my God. Holy shnikes. Dude. That looks cool. I am so glad I actually ended up doing that. Okay, we're going to go around the edge. We're going to do free edge. Seal in the edge. Underneath. Wow. Holy shnikes, dude. I don't care who you are. Look at that. Oh my god. It looks three-dimensional in there. You guys probably can't see the shimmer in the regular colors I used. However, wow. And I did not know how these colors were actually going to look on the nail. I had no idea, to be honest. I mean, they're kind of in the same color family, honestly, but at the same time, you just never know, you know? Because it's all in the way that you put them on as well. Wow. I had a hair, and I can't see it now. Wow, dude. Hell yeah. Ah! You do not want this to fall on anything. I know, right? Now this one. Oh shit. I just put my hand in that. Look at that. It reminds me of like almost like a rainbow. And you got this at the top. Oh my god, I love it. We gotta do the back end. Now, make sure there's nothing in your top coat, guys. Because I didn't put my finger in this one. Wow. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do the bottom. Dude, Nailmate Crystal Clear is such a good clear, you guys. I love it more than the Young Nails, okay? Like, if you can try Glitter Planet, do it. Wow, dude. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Wow. Yeah, I definitely love those colors. Those colors are the shit. I don't care. I'll have to show you guys exactly out in the sunlight tomorrow. Ooh. Dude, the shimmer inside this. Oh my. The shimmer that is inside of that, you guys. Holy shnikes. I would say this one's the best one in terms of the cuticle area. But. Wow. Okay. Get that excess off. Yeah, dude. Dude, if you do not have this top coat, y'all need to go get it. Yeah. Okay. Damn it. Sorry, I stuck my finger in there. Alright, let's stick her in the lamp, shall we? Hell yeah, dude. Those are straight fire. I don't care who you are. I hit something. Okay. There they are. That is what we made today, everybody. I am like, hell yeah, dude. Because this set came out even better. And tomorrow when we put all of our shit on, oh, it's going to be even, like, that much better, you guys. Thanks for sitting with me. I'll pull her out and show her. And then tomorrow, don't forget, we're going to be live tomorrow. Probably around 11 a.m. maybe. Unless you guys want it in the later in the night. If it's gonna be, if you guys want it later in the night, it's gonna have to be after 5 o'clock. Oh my god, look how freaking clear. Can you guys tell how clear that is? Wow. Look how, just look at the shine. Look, these are the nails. This is what they look like. Look at that. Wow. Oh, I did get something in it. Oh well. Beautimus. Now, once we put all of our shit on there tomorrow, oh my god. Do you know how good this is going to look tomorrow? Yeah, definitely needed to come in on this one, but that's okay. I'm not mad at it, you know? But I think it's beautiful. And this is what they look like. Thanks for sitting with me, guys. I appreciate it so much. I think they're so beautiful. The colors are the shit. Like this right here. This was what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors. 7 color fucking ombre. With glitter. Who would have thunk it? But that's the set, guys. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. And I will definitely get pictures of this before we put all the bling and stuff on there tomorrow. So, I love you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you hype this up, this will help me so much. To all of you that stayed, I love you guys. This is what this is about, is being here with you guys, the people who actually love what I do. And so, to all of you, I say thank you from the bottom of my absolute heart. And I hope you did enjoy this acrylic nail therapy tutorial, whatever it was. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys on the flip side. I love you. Thank you for all your help. And shout out to my members. Shout out to my mods. I love y'all. And I'll see you on the flip side. Have an amazing rest of the night. Toodaloo.